Hello, I hope you are doing great today. And today we are going to continue working on the Blazor Restaurant System Configuration. In this case, what we are going to do is implementing the functionality to load the configuration from the database in the system configurator so you can edit it if you already have some configuration already um, in a database, right? So you can actually see it, better said, right? Before continuing, please remember subscribing to the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the videos too, and invite more people so we can get more subscribers, right? Also, if you want to follow uh, my work, you can go to this page, which is the centralized page for all of my links, right? And it is actually on the video description, right? And you can go to a lot of my links. There is the Twitter, there are some online courses, there is the YouTube channel, there is my LinkedIn profile, there is there are URLs to hire my services in Upwork, right, or through LinkedIn. And also there are some links if you want, for example, to start a business. If you are a fan of Lego, for example, and you want to start a business around it, I published a small ebook a while ago on some small tips for how to make money selling Lego, right? So you can go and see and buy that ebook if you like to. And so now we can continue. Let's go to the project. So let's see, give me a second. And you should be able now to see my screen, right? So if you remember, one of the things that we did in one of the previous streams was creating a new project, which is the system configurator, right? The system configuration tool. This configuration tool basically requests you a connection string, which is the database where the configuration is going to be persisted, and it requests you all of the required information for the services the application uses. We implemented the functionality to submit the data, right? Validate the database connection and submit the data. And we also implemented a functionality to I'm sorry. We also implemented the functionality to load the data from a JSON file, from a secrets.json or appsettings.json file. Now, the one we are going to do is load the data, but from the database. Now, how do we do that? Okay, so we are going to the index page in the project, which is where we have all of the where we have the form. One of the first things I am going to do is I am going to move the buttons and all of this to the top. And let's see, yes, I am going to move this here. I'm going to put this in another dip. Submit, and I'm going to put another button in here. But this is not going to be a submit, this is going to be just a button, so the submit action does not execute. And the class is going to be a form control load from database. Now I can have them there, or I can put this button next to the connection string text box, right? But it might not make that much sense. I believe they look better together at the top. So let's see. Click load from database, right? So let's see. Let's create the method in here. Let me just collapse all this. Okay, and now we are going to create deploy load from database, right? And we are going to do if this actually, let's go to the submit, embodied submit. We are creating the context in here, and no, I don't want that to be an output, so I don't want that to have a lot of out parameters. So let's just do this, extract, create db context. That's the one I need. So I reuse the code, I create the context, and now let's see. I believe now I can do this. Load server start configuration. Actually, like that. Extract the method. Yes. Load server start configuration. Now we are going to do this. Okay. Let me clean that and use the using. Okay. And if system configuration not equals null, this model, this is of type global system configuration model, right? And it has configuration data here, which is of type system configuration model, right? So we'll do this .model configuration data equals system system configuration model equals JSON serializer dot deserialize system configuration model, and we are going to pass the system configuration dot value. And I think that will be it. Well, actually this model dot configuration data equals system configuration model, and that should be it. So let's see, I'm sorry. Let's run the application. Remember that we had a local database where we had already set the test configuration, right? So I should be able to go to secrets.json, copy this connection string, okay, so this is oh yeah, I didn't put the class, but we'll check that. Okay, and I click this button, so it creates the database context, loads the data, well, it retrieves this. Now it actually has all of the test data, and we assign it to the model, and we already have all of these visible retrieved from the database. Remember that we put a lot of tests in here, so we don't show the actual values. Now you can go and modify this and everything you want. Now this connection string, I actually set it as password, so it is not visible, right? But you can just remove the password type from there. And let's see, what did I miss adding here? The class actually. Oh, it's not from control, it's button. Button dot secondary, I will say. Yes. Now let's see, there might be an error if I do this. Yes. Okay. So I have the connection string empty, so this will actually fail, right? So what do we need to do? Actually, let me test that again. Okay, so it actually failed trying to create the database context. I don't want that exception like that, so what I will do is just do a try catch in here, exception, right? And if for some reason something happens, I will just print the whole exception so you can see it, right? And we don't get the we don't get a nasty exception, or so application have control actually of it. So yeah, that's the error, and that's because I have the connection string empty, right? If I don't put it empty, so it will load. And I actually forgot to clean the messages. Where message equals this success message equals string.empty to clean both, right? And let's see if everything works. This dot success message equals configuration successfully load from database. And before I forget, I'll go to the button and I'll change this btn.secondary. And actually, let's see the other one. I don't remember how the outline secondary looks. can go with that. I'll probably take it out. Okay. Um, yeah. Copy the connection string. And if I hit the load from database, I should get a success message, right? And it was successfully loaded, right? I'll just put this with index, I mean, without the outline, right? And that will be it for now. Remember, please subscribe to the channel. Let us know in the comments things that you will like to learn about Blazor, .NET Core, Azure, and Unity 3D. Remember, you can visit all of my links in here. And if you are a fan of Lego too, I will appreciate you get the book, especially if you are interested in creating a business around Lego, and that will actually help me um, create more videos for you to learn, right? Because they are totally free at the moment, right? Thank you very much, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.